Turn, 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 turn.
Multiple
Stop.
turns.
Yes. Hey skaters, I'm Dirty Deborah Harry with the Dirty School of Skate and Sugar Roller Skates. I'm here at the Fountain Valley Skating Center today with my cousin Ryan. And we're gonna talk to you guys about the floor. We're doing our annual floor maintenance, and we're gonna get into the details of how we care for the floor. You guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. If you like this video, you can also hit that little heart button that says thanks, and you can donate any amount to help keep this channel going. We'd really appreciate it. All right, so let's get into it. Ryan.
Yes.
What are we doing today?
Well, it's been one heck of a year, I'll say. Since we reopened after pandemic, we've skated more people than I think we ever have in one single year. So the floor is torn up. We've had tons of new adult events where we've had lots and lots of skaters, and the floor is completely filthy. There's dents, there's divots.
It's true.
We've got coating getting peeled up. So the guys are here today from Pacific Floor, and they are scratching it all up, getting rid of all the imperfections, getting ready for a new coat of finish.
That's awesome. So can you even estimate how many skaters have skated on this floor this year? I mean, is it just like, can we only just say, oh my God, it's thousands?
Oh my God, it's hundreds of thousands.
Really?
Yes.
That's insane.
Oh yeah.
When they're skating on this floor, we're looking at what kind of damage gets done to it on a regular basis.
Well, it's a hard maple wood, so it is, rather dense. But you have skaters who fall, skaters who don't have toe stops on, skaters who have miniature wheels with things protruding, and from time to time they'll take a dive and it'll rip a chunk of the floor off. Or just like the roads, you get a lot of cars, a lot of miles, it just kind of wears the finish away, and so we have to every year find spots that need repair. We have to sand and screen the whole floor, and then it gets multiple coats of a waterborne coating so that we can skate hundreds of thousands of more people every year.
How old is the floor?
Ooh, floor was put in 1974. So it's going to be, oh boy, do the math, 47 years old probably.
So this is the original floor?
For the most part. There are a few sections that we had to over the years because of water damage or termites. We had to peel up small sections, but for the most part, it is the original floor.
That's amazing. So that means that when you grew up here and I grew up here as children, we were skating on this very floor.
Without a doubt. Now, this floor has been many different colors and shades throughout the years. But yes, this floor was put in here long before me.
So you said we hired people to do this. Now, so Ryan and I were in the rink as children in different decades, okay? Because I'm a little bit older. And I remember being in this, doing this floor with my dad and various cousins and family members overnight because we never hired anyone to do the floor.
Yes.
Like stripping the floor, sanding the floor, coating the floor, even drawing in all the figure skating circles we see. So you did that too, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. And it's one of the reasons why now we hire people to do it, because we have found that the cost of volunteer work is much more expensive than hiring professionals.
So you're saying like forced family volunteerism as workers doing a job that you only do once a year and you're not a professional is not a smart idea?
I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. No, when we brought the guys from Pacific Flooring in, they're able to do what took us 3 days and 4 to 5 volunteers per day. They do it in 1 day with 2 guys who know what they're doing.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I remember being here as a kid and my dad saying, hey, you want to stay up all night? Let's go to the rink. And I thought this was great. But I was like 10, 12 years old, whatever. I go work a little sander, and I thought it was great. And I thought it was just fun to stay up all night. My dad wasn't really into it. But again, forced volunteerism. You have to do it.
Oh, absolutely. There's stories of the past where before we got the water-based coating, it was a very strong oil-based coating, and when you would be in here, you would be overcome by the fumes. There weren't enough doors or fans to be able to calm that down. I used to remember that your eyeballs, it felt like they were covered in toothpaste because you would go outside and blink and you would just feel like this coldness to them. And then every time you breathe, it smelled like gasoline or some sort of
So
nasty
is that why
fumes.
you are the way you are now?
Yes, it is. It's permanent damage.
How big is the floor?
So the floor is 175 by 82, so roughly 14,500 square feet, which is, I'd say, medium in the scope of things. There are some rinks that have enormous floors, but ours is just a little bit over what you'd call like the artistic competition size.
And how many people can skate this floor? Like, what's max capacity and what's comfortable?
Well, maximum capacity is 625 people, including employees and security, so we'll never have any more than that, ever, and we never have.
And what's comfortable?
As an operator, I don't skate that often, so that would be probably a question for somebody who skates on the floor regularly, but I would say probably 400 people. When we do our large R&B night, the crowd is average about 400, and the pace on the floor and the energy in the rink, I'd say, is probably at its highest.
I can answer this as a skater, I know. I'll just see if you know the answer to this question. What do you feel like the difference is between skating a wood floor as opposed to a cement floor or a sport court style?
I think this is a knock at me being an operator and not a skater because I've never been on a sport court floor and I don't think I've ever skated on a cement
one
floor.
of the things that I tell people all the time, like if they say, oh, I want to come to the Fountain Valley Skating Center, have you skated anywhere else? And they say, yeah, I've skated, I've done hockey, I've done this or that, or roller derby especially, we skated on sport court. And I'm like, oh, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat when you get to skate on a real wood floor. So even when we skate on cement, I've skated on cement, polished concrete, it's nice and smooth, but I think what happens with the wood floor, I always say the wood floor, it's alive. Because when the music's pumping, you can feel it through the wood. You can literally feel it. Now, a long time ago, I think this was before your tenure here, maybe you were just a little one, we used to have Deaf Night, and this was on Monday nights, ages ago when I was a kid, and they would just turn up the bass of the music, play the bassiest music, turn the bass all the way up because the skaters could literally feel it through the floor. 200 people just feeling the beat. And I feel like that's, that happens. This floor is alive.
Yeah, depending on if it's warm or cold, it'll be either sticky or slippery. And then, yes, when the weather changes dramatically or when we do this big sanding projects, you can literally hear the snapping of the planks in the floor.
Yeah, it's cool. I think we are super, super fortunate. I know this from getting feedback from people who watch this channel. When they see this floor and they look at it and they say, oh my God, it's so beautiful. I'm like, well, don't look too close. We're a little rough around the edges. But
she's good from far and far from good.
Yeah, and then if it gets a little too rough, we just dim the lights. It's still looking good. Yeah. But we're really fortunate to have this experience. So obviously, if you're from out of town and you're coming in, be ready. This floor, when it is really moving and there's a lot of energy and there's a lot of skaters on the floor, it feels fantastic. So today, we're not going to do you have a plan? I feel like we're doing something today, something tomorrow, and then we're going to do something maybe, I think we said before summer?
Yes.
Okay, so what are we doing today?
So what we're doing today is we've discovered and found out from our floor guys that the waterborne coating likes to last about 7 years and then it wants to delaminate from the floor. So in our busy areas around the perimeter where we have most of the fast skaters, it's starting to chip up, and we started to notice this towards the end of summer. And when we reached out to them, our traditional one-day kind of sand and coat was going to turn into 7 days. And I thought, oh, that's a little more time than we have. And then I thought, oh boy, I've got to call about 25 moms and cancel their kids' birthday parties.
Yeah.
So
we could cancel any event here, any event except one child's birthday party. I already told Ryan, we do not want to incur the wrath of a mother when we call her and tell her, hey, We got to fix the floor. We got to cancel your kid's birthday party. I said, I don't want to deal with the aftermath. We need to have plan B because that is not happening.
Yes. So plan B
We're
is...
scared of moms.
Yeah, I am, yes. Plan B is going to be that we're going to spot treat the entire floor for those areas that are bad. So you may come and skate here and notice that there are some light spots and miscolored spots on the skating floor. Yeah. Well, that's very temporary because we are planning then, once we don't have any parties or groups planned, hopefully by summertime, maybe a little bit later, we're going to sand the entire floor down to the bare wood finish again. We'll put new lines and 3 or 4 coats of the clear coating so it'll look brand new next time around.
Right. Skaters, I just want you to know that even though sometimes when people will come here, they'll come and tell me, they'll alert me to things that are wrong with the floor. And I want you guys to know that we are, obviously, we're grateful that you come. And we're grateful that you care enough about the floor to let us know when things are wrong with it. Also, please know that we are doing everything we can to bring the best skating experience we can to you. Okay? Ryan is the man who helps this all go round, okay? We are going to do everything we can to make sure that this floor that we are so grateful to have, and as a skater, I'm so grateful that we have this floor to skate on after all of these years. We're still open and we're still not just surviving, but thriving, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, skaters, I hope you enjoyed this video and you see everything we've done and that you come on down and enjoy everything we have here at the Fountain Valley Skating Center. Am I right, Ryan?
Yes, you are, Deb.
Thank you. All right, skaters, you know what to do. As always, go practice.